I ain't gonna be able to do that. Dang, I suck. I'm so stupid. Small things like that really shape your world. Hey, welcome to the couch. This is a moment with joy. And I'm grateful that each and every last one of you are tuned in today. I want to thank all our subscribers for subscribing and for being faithful watchers of the couch. We love each and every last one of you. If you like these videos and they have helped you in some way, could you please comment down there? Y'all talk to me. Be interactive. I love your comments and I love talking to you guys because you're great. So please continue to tune in. We love it, okay? Right now, we're gonna talk about the power of your words. The power of words and the ones you choose to use and the ones you choose to not use, right? Oftentimes, I think we don't really take it too serious when we should, like what we say. A lot of people wake up and be like, man, I can't do that. I ain't gonna be able to do that. Dang, I suck. I'm so stupid. Small things like that really shape your world because the universe just grabs what you say. The angels just grab your words and you just keep throwing out all this negativity over and over and over and over and over again. And when it comes to you, you're like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Our words literally create the world we live in. Seriously. So once we know that we were created to create, then we'll start taking more responsibility for what we're saying. When we wake up, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, today's gonna be great. And a lot of people talk about people who say grand risings instead of good morning. I can understand it because morning, I don't want a good morning. I don't want to mourn at all, actually, to be honest. I would just rather rise and it'd be great. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather rise up. And it even feels better than great morning, like the great morning, the great sorrow or something. I don't know. It just makes me feel funny. So when it comes to words, I choose to use words that vibrate a little higher than most. And it's helped me tremendously in my peace factor. It's just helped. I remember this one story when it dawned on me that words actually work. And I wasn't even, I was playing the game with God and the angels because they were like, the angels take your words and they take them straight to God and he just bring, you know. And so I was like, well, let me see. But I didn't use it on myself. I told my niece to do it because they say babies are closer to God than you could ever be because their hearts are pure and stuff. So I was like, let me see about these words. I said, baby girl, give me $5,000. And a lot of y'all probably like, Joy, you crazy. No, I did. And it happened the next day. It happened. And from that point on, I said, oh, whatever I want, I'm going to get. And it was just the confidence of whatever I want. And of course, it wasn't used recklessly. However, to know that just a small inch of faith of knowing that God will supply, that you won't be left out, that everything is working for your good, and you say what it is that you want and you will receive that thing. And if you say anything else, you're gonna receive what you ask for, whether it's good or bad. I mean, you could choose. You choose. And I just choose the good. So when anything favorable is happening, I quickly switch it around with something positive. Or even if someone comes to me and says a word that I feel like, oh, no, let's change that. Let's change don't to I'm gonna learn how. Can't to I will know how to do this soon. It's a learning thing, and it will become a habit if you practice. So we're gonna practice on creating the world that we desire around us. If you want roses, I put online that I just like roses, and roses been showing up. Everybody buy flowers galore. People are like, what's the address? Where do I send these flowers to? Say what you want, mean it, feel it with your gut, and watch it come. It's a spiritual law, nothing else. Every religion can get this. Every last one of them. You speak it, it's yours. Not outside of you. Everything is in here. And then just come on out. So let's be bold, let's be brave, and let's start speaking the words that will create what we really want and not the ones that won't. Okay? Write a list down too. Write everything down that's good in your life. And we just gonna focus on those. And that other stuff we might pick up later. But that's your homework today. We're gonna write down a list of everything that's good, and we just gonna keep repeating those things a day. That's what we're gonna do. Yep. We're gonna create this peaceful, loving world. That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have peace, love, and joy. That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna speak it over and over and over again. So before we go, you already know what it is. Remember, in the world, it's a lot going on. So don't judge, because everybody going through something. And I need y'all to what? Breathe, eat, drink your water, and make sure you get some sleep. Don't answer the phone. Don't waste your time. Again, don't say yes to something that you've been wanting to say no to 1,000 times and you keep giving it a yes. Hi, welcome back to the couch. This is a moment with joy. And I just want to thank everybody before I start for already subscribing to the page and joining us and being a part of the couch family. We cannot thank you guys enough. So if you haven't already subscribed, please go subscribe. And if these videos have been helping you in any way, please leave a comment, be interactive with me. I promise to respond back to you guys. But thank you, thank you, thank you. So today we're gonna get right to it. We're gonna dive deeper into self-love because you guys went crazy in the DM about the first video on self-love. So I wanna get a little deeper into it. What it looks like, you know, the benefits of it, what it feels like when it needs to be applied. Cool, let's get into it. So the first thing I will say, self-love isn't just about the massages, the walks in the park, the, you know, therapy, shopping therapy. There are certain ways that we can show ourselves love, and materialistic is it helps us feel good, it helps us look good, it helps us do all those things. But self-love is about knowing your worth. That is it. It's knowing your worth, and in knowing our worth, it keeps us protected. It keeps us protected from unwanted energy, toxic energy. It allows us to know who can come in our space and who can't, what we should share and what we shouldn't share. Self-love is like that protectant that we can wear. When we know our value, we become protective of our space. We become protective of our energy. We become protective of our bodies. Because anything that isn't loving or caring or nurturing is not allowed in that space. And practicing self-love, we become more aware of what can come and what should be and what shouldn't be. What should be and what shouldn't be. There we go. Practicing self-love when it's not aligned and it's not right, we normally feel this knot in our stomach, and there's like a heaviness in our chest because we're like, something is just not right. Self-love needs to be applied immediately. What does that look like? Self-love is, I gotta be honest. Okay. Self-love is when you know he's no good and he called you and you know I'm not supposed to be over there, and you still go anyway. Self-love protects you from self-inflicted pain. That's what it does. Self-love protects you from doing that. It says, don't answer the phone. Don't waste your time. Again, don't say yes to something that you've been wanting to say no to 1,000 times and you keep giving it a yes. Self-love gives you the strength and the courage to look at something that you're afraid to say no to, and it'll say no. Yep. It's empowering. It separates you from a lot of people. It separates you from things that are very toxic to you. One thing self-love always tells me is you are who you've been looking for. You're that. Everything inside of you need. And it's for you, and it will help you. And I think people should tap into that part of, I am what I need. So when someone comes into your existence, you can love them from that place, and love is like pure. Because it's good to me. It's pure. You know that it cost. You know that it's freedom in there. You know that it's realness. It's and you'll know how to love them properly because you've taught yourself how to love yourself properly. And you wouldn't do anything to harm yourself now, hopefully, after practicing self-love. And know this: you're gonna lose friends when you practice self-love. You're gonna lose acquaintances when you practice self-love because you won't be able to go places that you would normally go to because you didn't want to be there in the first place. So you're gonna start saying no, and people not gonna be happy about that. They're not. They're gonna think that you done changed on them, you done switched up. No, that's just draining to me. And I'm evolving and growing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Keep evolving, keep growing, and keep knowing that you're who you've been looking for, not in anybody else, but everything is inside of you. That's what self-love is. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, and not letting anybody put a price tag or anything on that. You're in control. You're responsible for your joy. You're responsible for your happiness. And self-love to me is the path to living a healthy, successful life. And you'll attract that in return. You'll attract it. And if they're not practicing self-love, maybe teach, but don't evolve. Well, we talk about relationships later, but stay on y'all self-love journey and start tapping into it in a deeper way. And go get your massages, but practice that value and tap into your worth. That's where it really is. So tune in again. Love y'all.